So, unfortunately enough, you are the other woman. You who's listening to this video are the side chick. You just found out that this man has been playing you for the longest period, and the other person, rather the other woman, was their first choice. So, here is what you need to do. This is what I need you to understand. And I'm also going to be giving you tips on how to win. So normally in relationships, especially the ones that I'm well aware of, you'll find out that you've been in love with this person probably for 1 month, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, regardless of the time. And it gets to a point where the relationship is rocky, gets to a point where there's some infidelity maybe, or some misunderstandings, some trust issues. These things happen. There's no 100% relationship. Be ready for such things to happen. But then it depends on how your partner behaves during this period that will determine the value that you had in that relationship. So maybe it's time for that rocky place in a relationship, and you find out, unfortunately enough, you find out there has been another person who was even there before you. There's been another person who this person loves more than you, or even cherishes more than you, and appreciates more than you. Here's what I need you to do, ladies. Listen very carefully. Number one, don't panic. The moment you panic, the moment you show your weakness, the moment you show that you're so broken by that news, that is when you lose the game. The moment you want to try start finding out about this lady, who is she, what does she have that I don't have, the moment you start questioning yourself, you've lost it. You've lost it, and this other woman is winning. I'm not talking about for those ladies who are dating married men. That's very different. You knew what you're getting yourself into. I'm talking about the women who are in relationships with men who they thought they were the only one, they were the only choice, only to find out that there was already someone there. There was already someone in the relationship, because these things happen. So, number one, you don't need to react. Don't panic. The moment you do, you give this man the satisfaction, and that is how they will start treating you as if you're not worth it. You are just less of whoever the other person is, and whatever. So, do not panic, do not question, do not try to look after this woman, do not try to find them, do not try to approach them. Don't don't The moment you do that, you have lost it, and you are the loser. You're going to lose this man, you're going to lose whatever it is you are trying to build, and you're going to be miserable, because the image of that lady will never come out of your mind. The image of your man, who your man in quotes, the image of your man with this other lady will never part from your heart and from your mind. So I'd rather you don't engage. Don't. Listen to me very carefully. Don't. So what are you supposed to do? You're not engaging, you're not reacting, you're not questioning this person. The thing that you're supposed to do, call yourself for a meeting. What do you actually want? It's no longer about this man. It's now about you. It's about you and what you want. So there are very different scenarios and very different situations for different people. Some people would rather just stay in the relationship and ride it out. Other people would rather forgive, address it, forgive, and move on. Other people would decide to leave the relationship there and then. So who are you? Among those three women, who are you going to be? You have to sit down with yourself, you have to decide, and you have to come up with a plan. If you're staying, remember that this person already knows that you know, or maybe they don't know that you know. That's another scenario. Let's say the person knows that you already know that there's another woman. So remember, your value decreases. They'll be like, they know I cheated, but they still stayed. So they'll do it again. The fact that you stay the first time after someone has cheated on you, just know that they'll do it again to test the waters. And if you stay again, they will do it again and again and again, because they know this woman is not going anywhere. This bitch is not going anywhere. So you have to be decided. Are you going to be that person who's going to be cheated on and stay? Or number two, are you going to leave the relationship? Now that's another very strong, you need to have a strong heart for that. Because imagine you've been in a relationship for more than 3 months, you find out this person has another woman out there, and you're contemplating between leaving and staying, and you decide to leave. Kudos. Because you already know your value. They'll respect you for that. They'll actually respect you for that. The fact that you saw bullshit and you didn't stay around for it, that makes you the queen. That makes you the winner. And this other lady, maybe they know you, maybe they don't know you, regardless of that scenario, just know that whenever you decide to leave a man who cheats, you are the winner. You've lost this relationship, but remember it wasn't even yours. Remember this person didn't even value you enough to be able to be faithful to you. So don't even feel guilty at all for leaving someone who cheats at the first account. All right? So that's the secret, ladies. If you are in a relationship, you find out there's another woman, you don't want to confront the situation, you don't also want to stay, and you decide to leave, you have won. Now, there's another instance where you found out it has broken you. You've tried addressing it, and the person says they'll change, and you think that everything is going to be okay. You decide to stay. You decide to stay because you love this person, or probably there's some type of bond between the two of you. If the only way you can survive from that moment on, listen, the only way you can survive is detaching emotionally from that relationship. Detach. If that means you finding someone else as well, then I won't be the judge. If that means cutting off some of the privileges that you used to give this man, I won't be the judge. Because this person has to know that there's consequences to his actions. The moment you don't give a man consequences, you've lost it, you're powerless, you're useless, and they will use that against you forever. If you don't show a man these consequences, you come back and tell me. You come back and tell me. So here is the deal. Whenever, at any one point, you find out that your man has cheated, you have three options. Number one, just assume, ignore, and stay in that relationship like a blind woman. Number two, address the situation, let him know that you know, and give him consequences. Number three, leave. Leave at the first instant, just leave. Because the more you stay, the more you get attached, the more it's going to be difficult for you to move on. So I would rather you found out today this man cheated, you want to confront him. He actually, the most important thing is how does he respond to you knowing. There are those that will try to deny, there are those that will try to gaslight you, there are those that will try to blame you, shift the blame. Be very smart, and that's why it's very important to call yourself for a meeting. Have that meeting with yourself. What does you want? What does the higher version of yourself want in this situation? And do it. And if you decide to stay, please don't go telling your friends, because your friends will hate this man. And the moment you go back to this man, they will start seeing you as so undecided, as someone who doesn't know their value. So whatever happens in that relationship, keep it to yourself. Don't even tell your parents. Don't even go tell friends of this man or whoever or your pastor. Stick to your problems. If you decide to stay, stay and shut up. If you decide to leave, then you can talk about it and help and have like a support system to help you move on. So that's the video, ladies. That's my advice to you. If you have any more points, please put them in the comment section below. Otherwise, see you in the next one.